So we know that in the course of a moment, in the course of in a moment, we can have a lot of different thoughts and feelings going on. We can feel various things in the body, or maybe not notice it much at all if we're in our heads a lot, or we might just get sort of like a little bit of noticing, like I might notice that I feel tensed up in my arms or something, but not necessarily. It just sometimes is like different pieces without being cohesive. So taking this time to settle into the breath and into the body, we can scan through our minds, just kind of get a better picture of what's happening within ourselves right now, without trying to like problem solve or make any of it better. It's just noticing. Maybe you feel awesome, maybe you feel like really happy, maybe there's, anxiety or feeling down or feeling frustrated or feeling, who knows. It's just a moment to collect it into our awareness and hold a little space for ourselves. And within that, we are, of course, separated and together through our screens and through our Zoom, but the intention is there. So we are together. So we'll just close the eyes, settle in. Using the breath as a tool to settle into the body. Noticing the center of your breath. Noticing the space between the breath. Noticing the fullness as you inhale. Noticing what it feels like to exhale. Bringing our awareness into the root of the body, the pelvic floor, the legs, where we're sitting, what touches the ground. Awareness into the pelvis, the sacrum and the low back, the low belly. To the upper abdomen, a lot of space there, a lot of digestive organs. Taking a breath into the middle back. The chest, the upper back, ribs, feeling your lungs open and settle. Tops of the shoulder. The jaw. The back of the head. Into the third eye, the eyebrows, the temple, the forehead. In the head. And into the very top of the head and the crown, lifting up towards the sky with the top of the head, lengthening your spine. And exhale, just softening through the body. We'll take a moment, bringing the hands together, either at the heart, maybe over the tummy, wherever feels like it could use a little attention. And we'll easily let that go. Think, open the eyes. We'll just start with easy cat-cow. Sometimes you can let your eyes stay really soft for a while, not opening them all the way. And finding them more and more open through your cat-cows. Take the shoulders back and roll them forward. Take them back, keep the spine upwards, the ribs in, so we're not collapsing in the torso. We're just moving the shoulder blades, moving the arm bones a little. Maybe big circles with the shoulders. Okay, let's take the right hand to the left side of the neck. Up by the top of the neck at the jaw and the ear. Very tender area for some of us. And just easy massaging down the side of the neck. I do like a kneading, just a gentle massage. Doesn't need that much. Anchor the hands by the collarbones, draw down and lift the chin away. Change sides. So you can start up high by the back of the jaw, underneath the ear. You know, take your time working down the side of the neck. It kind of rolls from the side of the neck through to the front of the neck. So anywhere that you find a bit of bulky muscle or tightness or tenderness. Run the hands down the collarbone, draw the head up and away. And bring it back through center. Good. All right, that feels a little bit better. Shoulders down, stretch out through the arms. Take your time here, unless it's like really uncomfortable and unstable to your shoulders. You take it slow motion, drawing the arms out, really stretching through the fingers and the forearms. Big breath at the top, exhale, push back out all the way down. So just easy movement through the arms down. Again, without back bending, stretch through the fingers, lengthen up, and out and down. again, stretch out. It's like I'm activating all parts of my arms that I can to find some stretch sensation. Push out and down. Give yourself a hug across the body. Hold on to the shoulder blades if you can, wherever you can. Draw them away from each other. So I'm rounding the shoulder blades away from each other. Draw in and get like a little ball. Make yourself into a little ball. Front body drawing in to support the spine. And slowly release the arms. Come into a forward fold. Take a big breath and let go of your heart. Do it again. So I'm anchoring my hands, taking a big breath, like a halfway lift, lengthening my spine, and letting it go. One more time, a big breath. And let it go. Walk the hands back behind you to lift up the heart. And let it go. Good. Change your leg position if you'd like to. We'll continue some cat-cows with the weight slightly varied on the other side. Just breathing through cat-cows here. Hold it as you lean back, round in. Feel your shoulder blades, feel your arms. Hold it as you draw forward, little bend of the elbows. Don't tense your shoulders so much, just kind of let it be. And open up through the front body, open up through the neck, through the eye. Good. Take some circles. Change direction in the circle. Come back to neutral. Stretch your arms up. Interlace the fingers and press up. Draw the pinky side back. Lift up through the pointer side. Keep breathing. Round the hands forward, lean back. Draw the hands up. Release them gently to the opposite leg. Round in. Draw the hands forward to forward fold. Another 3 rounds of breath, like a half lift into forward fold. Lengthen and release. Big exhales out if it's okay for you. Awesome. And take the hands behind you. One big breath. Lift up the heart. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other. And exhale. Easy, let it go. Come on into tabletop. Keep moving in your cat-cows. Next exhale, go ahead and move your hands forward and come up to down dog. Spending time in your down dog. Notice your weight inside or outside of the feet and the ankle. Stretch up through your hips, open up through your shoulders. And breathe. Notice if your weight is kind of downward through your shoulders. Try pushing into your hands a little, spread them out. Lift up through the upper back, through the middle back, into the spine, lifting through your tailbone. Another breath. Take your time coming all the way forward. We'll take a few rounds, halfway lift into forward fold. Lengthen out to fold. Lengthen to fold. And lengthen, warming up through the legs a little bit, giving some space for the spine, and fold. Hold your forward fold for a breath. Slowly rise up. Reach up and relax the arms to the sides. Ooh, take a moment centering yourself. Feeling your feet. Maybe you roll in and out of the feet. Rolling the shoulders back a few times. Inhale to reach up. Exhale into forward fold. One round, half lift, forward fold. Half lift into plank pose. Good, steady in your plank. Take your time coming all the way down. Cobra. Exhale, lower down. 2 more cobras. Build up that strength, warm up your back muscles. Lower down. And one more time. And let it go. Push back up to down dog. Exhale, push your hips up. Good, come all the way forward. One round, half lift to forward fold. Rise up, inhale, take your time. Relax the arms to your sides. And here we go. Inhale, reach up, forward fold, let go. Half lift into plank pose. Exhale, lower down. Cobra. Exhale. Back to down dog. Come forward. Right, halfway lift, forward fold. Rise up. Mountain. Take your right foot to step back into a crescent lunge. You can just kind of slide it back. Align and reach up. Got that back heel lifting. Level through the hips. Soft through the jaw. Smooth through the breath. Step forward into mountain pose and come down into chair pose. Come back up, And take the other foot back, left foot back. Warming up a little through the legs. Step forward, down to chair. Inhale, come up, forward fold. Halfway lift. Step back into plank pose, come down to your chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Exhale back to down dog. Good, stretch your left leg up, three-leg dog, hold it, breathe. Feel into the grounded leg. Feel into the low belly. Exhale, step that foot forward, come up into crescent. Good, step forward, down to chair. Inhale, come up, forward fold right away. Adding on, half lift, the left foot steps back. All the way back. Settle the back knee down, take a moment, draw the heart forward. I want my pillow under my knee today. Walk your hands up the front leg and stretch up to the sky. Big inhale up and bring your hands down. Take a moment, lengthening out your front leg. Doesn't have to be all the way, but have the pinky toe aligned with the big toe straight across, so the foot doesn't roll out. Good, walk the hands forward, step back into your plank pose, come down to your chaturanga, up dog cobra, alternate options of course, anything. Taking care of yourself. Exhale back to down dog when you're ready. The other side, right leg up. Settle into it. Take that foot to step forward, rise up, crescent lunge. Step forward, down to chair. Right away, inhale, lift up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, right foot all the way back. Sink in a bit, get into your hips. Draw the back knee down in your time. Hands to the front leg, stretch up. Exhale, hands down, lengthen out your front leg. Take your time with it. Great. Come forward and step back into plank pose. Come through chaturanga. Into your down dog when you're ready. Inhale to lift the left leg back up. Exhale to step it forward. This time back foot's warrior one. Transition, rise up. Good, one time, bringing the hands behind us. Interlace the fingers, draw the shoulders back. Lift up the heart. The core draws you down. into humble. And the core lifts you up into proud. Release the arms, lengthen out your leg into your pyramid. Breathe through your pyramid. Settling through your face, settling through your jaw. Bend your knee and rise up. Stretch up to the sky in your warrior one. Maybe you sink in a little deeper. We're just going to take this back foot to mountain pose, arms to the sides. Step forward. From here, airplane, take that same leg. That is the right leg back. Arms to the sides, open palms, active upper back. Just like cobra through the upper back. We're active, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other and down. Space across the chest. And just easy land back into mountain pose. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift and the left foot's coming all the way back. Sink into the hips, get into it. And we're gonna twist. Open the right hand to the sky. This big twist. Exhale, lower the hand, lower the back knee. Walk your hands up the front leg, stretch up, 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 up. Exhale, your hands down, lengthen out your front leg again, point the toes up. Maybe a little more this time, just kind of gauging how your hamstrings feel. How is the back of the knee? Breathe. Walk your hands forward and take your front foot, heel, toe it out. Keep the knee and the toe, same direction. Shoulders level. So it's kind of like lizard without coming down. Engage the glutes. And we're just breathing here in this hip opening position. The leg's not dropping out to the side, it's still level, the knee is up. Good. Then walk that foot back in, step back. Chaturanga if you like. If you don't, you can come through a tabletop, cat-cow, holding mindfulness for your needs today. We'll all end up back into down dog. Right, second side, right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Back foot warrior one, the core lifts you up. The front body engaging to bring you up, warrior one. Bring the hands behind you and release the fingers, the palms, and hugging in towards each other. Shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, slow round. Head inside of the knee. Gazing softly at that back foot, you can probably see your little ankle muscles firing, stabilizing. Use your core strength to rise up. Proud. Shoulders down, shoulders back. Release the hands, lengthen out your front leg, pyramid. Breathe. Just kind of like, how are your front toes doing here? Are they gripping for dear life? Are they smushing into the mat? Are they okay? Bend into the knee and come up. Step forward, arms to the sides, mountain. Fly the left leg back, palms open to the sides. So there's a lot of engagement here to open from the sternum all the way through the outer arms. Fly. Exhale, land, mountain. Take a breath. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold. Take a moment and forward fold. Sway if it feels good. Half lift. Good. Now the right leg is coming all the way back. Setting up to twist the left arm up. Feel into your twist. Exhale to bring the hand down, lower the back knee down. Arms up to the sky, big stretch up through the quads. Exhale, lower the hands, lengthen out your front leg, point the toes up. Walk the hands forward. The left hand inside of the foot, right underneath the shoulders. And slowly walk your front foot out a bit. The knee and toe, same direction. We're just getting that space across the hips. Breathing. Walk your foot back in, step back, and we're just gonna come back into a table. Taking a moment in tabletop, roll through a few cat-cows. Take your hands forward, back up to down dog, stretch up to the sky. One time through the hips, big stretch. And step forward. Rise up. And relax. Okay, let's open wide onto the mat. Taking a moment, our big stretch up. Forward fold. Breathe in your forward fold. Bring the hands in under the shoulders and just like roll the shoulders around. Bend into the knees, draw back through your hips. And slowly rise up. Set up to the left, and we're sinking into a side angle. So take your time with your setup. Side angle, many options if you had a block or something you're using to support your bottom hand. You might use the forearm against the leg. You might have your arms straight up and down. You might take your top hand behind the low back to the hip. If you're feeling a little saucy, you might take this hand down underneath the leg, joining hands. That can be quite a lot on that hip. Any of the options, whatever has happened, come out. Ooh. Lengthen out your front leg into your triangle. Take your time sinking in, lengthening the spine. So as we come down, we lengthen, inhale. And into the knee, come up and reverse your warrior. Breathe through the side body. Rotate your foot back into your wide forward fold. Stretch out side to side. Reaching for one leg, reaching across for the other. Bend the knees and come up, set up to the right. Sinking in. I take like the tiniest little, like the toes crawl forward until I'm at this spot where I'm like deep enough in that it feels good. This is about a 90-degree angle. Coming into your side angle, whichever option through your arms. Take your time coming out and up into your triangle. Take your time getting into the pose. You might find little adjustments along the way. Bend that knee. You can use your hands to support you up the front leg if that helps. And reverse your warrior. Rotate back into your wide forward fold. Take a moment with what you need here. If it's bending your knees, stretching side to side. I like to reach the opposite hand to the leg, bend the elbow to stretch and twist a little. And take your time coming out and rising up. Slow motion to avoid any lightheadedness. Shake out the legs. So we'll come through some options here, starting with tree pose, and then taking it in your time with the option into a standing figure four. Maybe that comes down into a kind of like seated crouching position. So I'm going to start on my left leg, bringing my right leg up, opening to tree. And as you progress through your poses, just breathe, hold intention in each step. And do what you're moved to do, what your body is holding interest in. So I'm changing into a standing figure four. It could become a forward fold. You might kneel down, crouching down. Just keep breathing. Come out of your poses as you have gone into them. So I'm transitioning, taking a moment back into a tree pose. And coming into mountain pose. Other side. Find your grounding through your standing leg. No matter what, just keep breathing. Changing if you like. Coming out as you went in. And returning to mountain. Bring the feet a little bit apart. Bring your hands to your legs. We're just gonna like bend into one knee, over to the side, drawing your hips side to side. And we'll come back up. Good. Let's come back to the front of the mat. And we'll come into a forward fold at the front of the mat. Stepping down into your tabletop. Take your time getting there. Good, and we're sliding down all the way to our tummies. So bring your right forearm underneath you and bend the left knee. Use your low belly, lift it up and reach back for your left foot. Left hand, left foot. Let it go. Change sides. Notice if you're dropping your weight into your shoulder, try to press into the forearm. Use the low belly as you're back bending, giving support, and let it go. Good, come down. Make your hands into a little pillow for your chin, or you can use the side of your, like lay with your head up to the side. Just letting the legs slide side to side, releasing the low back. Option to go through those one at a time again, or to do it with both hands, both feet, for bow pose. When you get there with the hands at the feet, hold it. It might be plenty. It might not be accessible. I would recommend using a strap. If that was the case, you could hold on to a strap or a towel. Flex the foot a little bit. Slowly kick into the hands. It's like dancer with both hands. The knees will try to open, try to keep them level, like bridge pose. Kick, 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 breathe. Exhale, bring it down. Again, drawing the feet side to side. Push into a table. Hold into your tabletop, just breathe. Maybe a little cat-cow. If it's okay to tuck your toes and sit on your heels, you might like a cushion. Breathing with the toes tucked, stretching through the bottoms of the feet and the Achilles tendon. Just giving some space here, settling into the breath. If the feet tucked is not right, you could just sit on your heels. If that's not right, you could sit on a block or a cushion. And bring the hands forward, untuck the toes, pat your feet on the ground. Come down into a child's pose. Any of the options, knees together, open, active, release to passive, so you just let it go. Come up to your seat and we'll join together in our butterfly. As you're coming into your butterfly, you can rock a bit. I like to make like a U shape or like a semicircle from one side to the other, kind of rocking through the low back and the legs. Take a moment at center to fold, forward fold in your butterfly. We'll come up and lean over to the left side, setting up into deer pose. Just bringing this foot close to the hip. Realign through your hips. It might help to sit on something. I'm not using my usual mat, so it's an interesting experience using a thinner one. And returning over to the left. Turn back, come back. Only so much that everyone agrees. The knees are okay with it. It might be to the hands, forearms. You might recline all the way. Take your time coming back out. Lean to the side. Bring this leg. We'll just bring it back to butterfly. Take a moment, recentering in butterfly. Gonna lean over to the right, and the left leg comes up. Turn to the right. Come back. Settle back into your hands wherever you go. And make your way out. Time for this knee. It goes through a lot in that position. Coming back into your butterfly, full. Coming up through butterfly, take your right hand to the side, left hand to the right knee. And before we take like a big twist, just kind of like activate your arm and rotate the heart. In that slow. Just the other way. Left hand to the side, right hand to the knee. So I'm stretching across the side first, keeping the knees where they are, activate the arm and roll the heart. Come out. I'm going to take a big side stretch, taking the right leg out to the side, 45 degrees. And give a moment of love to your knee. Reach up and fold. Keep your jaw soft. Smooth out the breath. Slide or walk the hands up the leg. Side stretch your hands over towards your foot, up and over. So this is a bit like a side angle kind of pose, stretching through the sides. Breathe. Press the hand into the leg and come back up. Other side. So I like to take, this is my left leg. I like to take my left hand to the outside of the leg, right arm across the leg. It just gives me a deeper stretch through my side of my back. And walk your hands up, side stretch up and over. Take your time coming out. Let's go ahead and come all the way down. My back loves to lay down. It feels so good. Hugging the knees, make circles, rock side to side. Ground into the feet, lift up the hips, bridge pose. When we were in bow pose on our tummies, Similar position. Lift up the heels and roll down. Good. Let's come into a figure four. Stretch the right leg up, keep that left foot down and the knee up. Slide your hands behind the leg, take a moment for your hamstrings. Breathe. Cross it over for figure four. Trying to keep the back on the ground and heavy. Just letting the heart settle in. If you like to rock in figure four, you might. I'm finding a little extra sensation of stretch by holding on here. And I'm just taking my legs maybe an inch at the most over to the left. So it's my right leg that's crossed. And just like the slightest bit off center over to the left. I don't know about you, but that does something for me. Take your time, bringing that foot back down, this leg back up. And before we change sides, half happy baby, grab onto your foot, draw that down to the side. And we'll come out. That's a bit like that lizard pose setup that we did. Other side here, stretching up the left leg, hold it up. Notice again if the toes want to roll out. The body has these patterns. Cross into your figure four. Take your time bringing your foot down and the other leg back up, half happy baby before we change. So activate the foot and the hand. Try to keep the hips level even though the weight's pulling over to the side. And bring that foot down. Good. Rock your knees side to side. As you're rocking the knees, go ahead and slide all the way to your side body for Vishnu's couch. Getting another big stretch in. Sometimes even just laying on the side can find like a little bit of a stretch through the shoulder, through the side body. Range to your quad stretch on your side. So if you can, Draw that foot behind you, check into your low back. And change out to the other side. Kind of like triangle pose. Change to the quad stretch. And roll back to your back. Roll the knees side to side, just getting into your little, to the waist, to the sides. Coming into happy baby. Holding on to the feet. Bring the feet together for a butterfly with the knees open and the hips rolling up. So it's like happy baby butterfly. And return to your happy baby as you like. Transition the arms and legs up to bear pose. Move your ankles and your wrists. Stretch out your fingers. Find a moment of stillness in bear pose. Bring the feet down and we'll settle into a twist. Whatever twist feels good for you. Change out to twist the other way. And take your time coming out. Bring your hands, so I like to stretch this way, like for my arms and triceps. Bring the hands up close to your neck, elbows up, and stretch through your elbows. It's like my fingers are cradled in my neck. You can try it with the arms all the way extended, but having the elbows bent helps to give some stretch to the back of the arm. Stretch out through the legs, take a moment, and if you'd like to take any other poses or just big stretches, anything else. Just take a couple more breaths. And we'll ease into our Shavasana.